Do you struggle with not always knowing, like, things? I can get really thrown off when I'm like, I've got so many questions and no answers and everything's confusing. Like, I really like feeling grounded in what I know. So when I don't know things, it's like this is all over the place. And I think we live in a world that can be really ungrounding in that way.
Sure.
Right? Like, there's a lot of uncertainty about our own personal lives, about ourselves sometimes. There's a lot of uncertainty about the world around us, other countries, our country. There can even be uncertainty within our understanding of the Bible or our understanding of God. There's a lot of questions we don't always have answers to, and in all of that wavering, all of the placeness, it can be really easy to just get pulled away and distracted, and we can be less intentional about pursuing and pushing for God. We want to anchor you in today, focus you on who you are, who the Bible says you are, and who the Bible says God is, so that amidst all of the all over the placeness, which is a word, by the way, you have an anchor point on who God is. It's time for your morning focus.
2 Timothy 2:13 says, if we are faithless, he remains faithful, for he cannot disown himself. And, you know, if you get caught up in that chaos, the uncertainty of the world, it can shift your focus from being intentional in your relationship to God. And when we don't make those intentional decisions, our natural selves is a sinful self. And so we will kind of naturally just drift towards sin. Because it's just not natural as humans to drift towards holiness or towards God. It can be, if you're not intentional, it's easy to get distracted.
Yeah, it's like a river. Like, you're going to go down river. You're never going to, like, passively go up river.
That's right.
We looked up the definition for faithful in the dictionary just to see, like, what, like, Webster puts to it. Because I think we know kind of what it means. But I love the language they used. One, for the first definition, they said true to one's words and promises. We can anchor in on who God is and his faithfulness based on looking at the promises and the things that he says in the Bible. But then two, for as unsteady and as wavering as the world is around us and as we are, God is faithful. And the other definition they give is steady in affection. His faithfulness, his care for you, his nature is to be faithful. It's just who he is. There's never going to be a day when he isn't faithful to you, because there's never going to be the day when he isn't who he is. And who he is always faithful.